howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here, greetings boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And welcome to this brand new day in which I am freshly showered. I took my time getting ready today. I sat around in my underwear with my hair a mess watching videos. I ate some food, some chili with some extra spicy beans put inside. I made my bed and such like that, and when I was all done, I cut my hair, trimmed my beard, and then hopped into the shower. It is now 10 minutes to noon, so I haven't been anywhere. I just basically finished everything getting ready for the day. So, thumbs up. Greetings and welcome. It is a Friday. I need to contact my local Walmart. I called in, didn't call in, I stopped in, a prescription refill, but it needed to have doctor approval. Every time I've called, it hasn't been approved. So today, if it's not, then I need to drop in down at the hospital at my doctor's office and say, hey, did you get the thing? Because, oh boy, not having this pain med has been hell. It hurts. So joy. They could have just faxed it to the wrong doctor. Hard to say. Thumbs up. Anyway, though, oh yes, one of the things that I wanted to talk about that I wrote down here, I only wrote down like one basic thing. I have no ideas what happened to my game recording for Grocery Store Simulator yesterday. When I played, it played buttery smooth. Not a single hitch or slow down, anything. It was recording at a solid 60. That number did not budge. And then when I get the end result, it's at 24 frames per second. You saw, if you watched it, how just janky the movement was because of that. Ugh. I have no ideas why. This thing runs its anti-malware thing all the time. I don't go to, sketchy sites. So everything's always been fine on the malware spyware thing. So it's not that. But things have slowed down through use. I imagine it's use because Windows gets bloated. And Windows 11, they have not made it like it doesn't feel like it's out of its beta stage in a lot of cases, and yet they're already working on Windows 12 without making sure that Windows 11 works properly. So it has been running slower doing things. Before, when I would click the 3 game launcher things of Steam, GOG Galaxy, and the Xbox app, it would just be boom, boom, boom. Within 15-20 seconds, all 3 of them would be loaded up and ready to play. Now it's closer to 35 or 40 seconds before it's all done. I don't like that. So, oh yes, and loading times for games has gotten longer. So I don't know what's going on or why, but it's got that slowdown. I'll try recording something for a little while, like maybe some Paint the Town Red, and then check it. And then if it's at 24 frames per second, no matter what, I don't know what I'm going to do aside from reinstall. So we shall see. Yay! And I'm kind of worried about a restore thing. One of the things that I did from on a Microsoft website thing, it said you need to do this on a scan disk. And I did the whole scan disk thing with all the flags that they disk. Not scan disk, but it's the system file checker. There we are. It said to use the system file checker so that you can check all of these things, but it popped in some extra flags and it downloaded and corrected a disk image. Does my system require a specific disk image that needs to be on the system? Is what they corrected and re-downloaded parts of that? I don't know. Oh boy. So life is fun. Anyway, though, that's the way life is. So I wanted to talk about that, and life is just fun. I have been struggling and trying my best, so yeah, you have my apologies. I've had more gaps between like game video type stuff and such because and nobody wants to hear that somebody is struggling all the time. But I, like a lot of people, as I mentioned yesterday after therapy, we're really hurting because of what's going on. And I went and watched a news type program, Internet Today, one of those things, I think it was their news dump, just talking about the news. But so much of the news is the dismantling of our governmental systems, and it's all just depressing. So, my sincere apologies. I wish that I had a different mind that wouldn't be so stepped on by certain things. I have suffered with depression my whole life. I was 22 years old when I was first diagnosed. I have been medicated on and off my whole life. I am currently medicated, but I still have, I don't know if I'm mildly bipolar, because my depression goes on a system of going up and down. Down is low, up to normal. Sometimes I go up to here, but it's been like this my whole life. It has been more disrupted over the last 10, 15 years because I think of just increasing age and the way I've been on and off the meds so much my whole life. But my sincere apologies when I do get to feeling so depressed. I want to do a ton of stuff, but also part of the whole depression thing is the chronic pain issues and how much energy that I have, because there have been a lot of times that I've wanted to do a game recording or some sort of recording and just did not have the energy to do so. So I feel bad about these things, more so because the type of person I am, I feel better and work best within the strictures of habit and routine. I don't see them as a cage. They are a good track to ride on so that I know what to do in specific areas of my life, if that makes any sense. So, thumbs up. Is there anything else I have on my list here? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. In fact, just that. I have had... Well, one of the things that is good is I went on a longer walk yesterday. Even with the 10.5 wide boots, where I've just got the Dr. Scholl inserts with the silicone heel cups on top of those, so that they don't go up quite as well as the new orthotics that I got. Even though my heel hurts more with the orthotic, the cups and the Dr. Scholl inserts, I went on a longer 3 to 4 mile walk last night, but on my way to go to Walmart. So that's good. I am getting more physical exercise. And that's good, because I had something horrific happen that I figure is horrific because I never wanted to be back in this stage. As much as I hated the way that I lost half my body mass before. I got really, really sick and could not eat, vomited whenever I tried to eat anything at all, and ended up, well, that original thing stopped about 2/3 of the way through the process, and then my eating problem that I suffered with my whole life kicked in hard, and I continued losing weight until I was down to 160 pounds. And then I was able to hammer on the brakes and get off that train. And then I have been hovering between 170 and 190 for a very long time. And then a couple of years back, I decided to celebrate by purchasing a birthday cake at the local bakery for my birthday. My weight has been creeping upward ever since then. I've gone from 170 to 180 to 190 until I was fighting with 200 and then struggling with 210. And then here at 215 for quite some time. And then struggling when I hit 220. I've been wearing size 34 pants for a time. And then for a longer period of time, I've been up at a comfortable 36. I don't mind weighing like even as much as 190 pounds. That doesn't feel too fat. But then I had to buy some waistband size 38 pants. And then the other day, since we got paid on disability for me on the 3rd of this month, I went to Walmart and I bought a pair of size 38 pants. They didn't fit. The pants that I was wearing fit though. So I double checked. I had originally realized I had gotten too fat because I was wearing size 40 waistband pants. I had to go buy another pair of size 40 waistband pants. I have never known healthy eating. I have always been slamming off one side of the vent or the other as I have fallen through life, either not eating or eating too much. I have never been able to fall without slamming into one side or the other. And right now, well, I'm under 250. And I've weighed a lot more. My heaviest, just after my wife died, 325. And I'm already terrified of my heart since I have a partially blocked blood vessel that I need to talk to my cardiologist about. I don't even like weighing as much as I do. So yeah, I'm trying to do more of eat in the morning time and then not so much in the end of the day, but I haven't been able to do that yet. Nor have I been able to stop eating baked goods entirely yet. I had donuts last night. Bad for 2 reasons. Number 1, weight. And number 2, I'm gluten intolerant. Thank you so very much for listening to me just yammer on about things that aren't really altogether interesting about, such that would help anyone else in the world. I tried to change the way I was saying that in the middle of saying it, and that is why it sounded horrible. My sincere apologies. I can English, just not very well sometimes. Hopefully you understood what I was trying to say, because I'm not going to be able to repeat it nor be able to pull out of my head what I was trying to say. But thank you if you have been watching me just yammer on about my life. It's not the most positive thing that I have talked about this time, but it's the things that are happening inside of my head and thus my life, And one of the main reasons I did the channel was to talk about what's going on in my head and my life, because my wife had died and I needed something to keep me alive. It worked, so I'm still doing it. Thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. It is appreciated, no matter how long you have been on this journey. If you have been watching me for a long time, or if you have just started, it is appreciated, each and every one of you. Which, call to action time, hey, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, making sure, of course, to share only with people you think would like watching an old man yammer on about largely incomprehensible things in a largely inane fashion. I know I pronounced that in the way it is on purpose. Largely inane because of the incomprehensible fashion in which I present them. ADHD brain. But thumbs up and thank you. And of course, if you're a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you so very much for your help. I can eat until the end of the month because of your help. I appreciate that to no end. You are beautiful and awesome people. And of course, if you have left me a comment, you too are beautiful and awesome in your own way. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. I thumbs up and I thumbs up and heart every comment that YouTube allows me to do so, and I answer as many comments as my nerve compression will allow me to do so. So thumbs up and thank you. Well, good golly, Miss Molly, I'm going to edit, render, upload. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to try and get those phone calls done because I need those meds. I need to talk to my cardiologist. Need to make that appointment. Need to find out what we're going to do. What does monitoring mean? And when does monitoring end? When I have a heart attack? So, yeah, there are questions. Hopefully you can take care of what you need to get done. And if not, please do not beat yourself up. You do deserve better. So thumbs up on that. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very, very good thing. It implies continuity, does it not? Continuity is good. Especially at my age now, because that also implies that, oh, I'm going to live for another day. I mean, there's no proof of that, but it implies it, and in the human psyche, that's good enough. Ow, my arm is cramping. I have the weirdest cramps for the weirdest stuff. My hands will cramp when I'm holding them like this. My forearm muscles here were cramping because I was holding them up like this. I do not like that. Especially though, I also was noticing the way I was holding my arm. I don't want to do anything that'll look like an Elon Musk salute. I know exactly what that salute is. He knew what that salute was. I don't even want to have something that would ever even slightly look like one of those. You take care, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, I gotta click. So I can move over, and then I can click. Instead of just talking about it.